and eat it all.
Oh my god.
Hello everybody, Hellfire back once more with another Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc video. And
we're finishing up the trial, right?
Yeah, we're finishing up the trial and then probably going on doing a little extra and then
Finishing up the trial
and going to do a little
going to walk around for half hour or something, try and find more things.
Yeah,
simple enough. By the way, if you hear Eden in the background, that's me.
no, I can
That
figure.
guy here needs to eat. But hey, I make some pretty good food.
I know, I heard. Oh, so in the last video, we found out that this girl, Chihiro, isn't really a girl.
It's a guy.
Yes. Pretty exciting video, I must admit.
And don't forget, we also found out that one chick with the really long hair, I forget her name, is the Genocide Jack.
Yep.
But they call her Genocide Jill.
Yep. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
Yep. No.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
We're in the middle of the trial still, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we just got to the part where we figured out Chihiro is a guy, and then we ended it there.
Yeah, and now we're back in the class trial. We just went back from the girls' locker room.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
What are you watching?
Yeah. I don't... but a boy.
Yes, thank you, Kyoko. Without that, we would have never known. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
I'm now watching.
Assuming his handbook did.
Jack did it since all of his victims were guys. But no.
Yeah, that's not what happened here. Because Genocide Jack didn't even know it at the time. Huh?
Not you, my friend.
Oh.
Freaking wasting bottles of my
said he
freaking
was a
brown
boy.
sugar
He
hickory
dressed like a
stuff.
girl, but he was a boy through
What?
and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
You have one whole bottle of honey mustard.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was
'Cause I
then
chose
later
the bottle
moved to
that
the
was already
girls'
open.
locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
Dusty, have you thought about
I
who
still
the
don't
actual
understand the
killer
motive
might be?
for moving the body, but
I still
yes,
think it's
that
either
does
one of
seem
the two
plausible.
that I told you last night.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
It's
I knew
Sakura,
he felt a little
the giant chick that
off.
looks like a dude.
There was a certain incongruity to his
No.
female body.
This is the most titillating situation.
We
So
already know
now
that can't be. She was a
everything
girl.
has been
She couldn't have
connected.
got into the
All
guy's
the
locker
mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay,
100%
well,
point right there.
connected or clear or whatever.
Although she
We
probably
still
could
think
pass for a
you're
guy
the
if she
killer,
cut her
remember?
hair,
True.
drop the girl outfit.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
what about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned,
What
do
are
you
you
still
watching?
think Byakuya's the killer?
No
Well,
copyright.
without a doubt, Byakuya is the one
No
that made
copyright.
Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Wait, can you hear it?
But
Wait, can you hear what the video's saying?
I can't hear what it's
he might
saying, but
not
I can hear
actually be
something
the killer
playing.
after all.
I just can't hear it.
What? But aren't you the one who
Turn it
accused
down
him in the
like
first
5%.
place?
He just seems to be too...
perfect.
easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Exactly.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Something?
What?
Plus, the evidence he
Little
left behind
elaboration
was
I
a
thought
little
of.
too... How can
What's
I
that?
put it?
What if one of them commits
Overt.
suicide?
He consciously chose to use the extension cord,
and
knowing
they
it
go to
could
class
connect him to
trial
the
and they
murder.
choose a wrong person.
At least,
Then they'll
that's
just
how
let
I
you
see
start over.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the
Yeah,
boys'
but how
locker
would we
room,
know?
it seemed to rattle
I
you.
don't know.
Exactly.
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but... it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct, for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to
freaking knew
alter
it.
it.
What?
Are you fucking
He
with us
wasn't
right
the
now?
killer.
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe.
Decided to
You're free to be
alter it.
executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going?
I feel like
We're all
if this
good,
ever
aren't
happened
we? I thought it was clear
in real
Byakuya
life,
did it.
I'd be the guy that went with the killer
No, I'm with
and
Makoto.
stabbed him in the
If
back.
there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
I could see you doing that.
Because if we're wrong,
Yup.
we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
So,
Damn
you kill the
straight.
person,
Count me
you go
in.
to class trial.
Do you not have a mind of your...
Of course
You'd be
I
sitting
do.
there in the
What
middle
am
of it.
I, an
I know
ant or
exactly who
something?
killed. Point the person out and just be like, obviously I'm the one that helped him out, but I didn't kill him.
Exactly.
Ha
Yeah, that's what the... But unless you kill the person that helped you out, then...
You
Then
can
there
only
would be...
kill 2 people, right?
Yeah, so if you have the one person... If you have your accomplice kill someone and then you kill your accomplice, then there's no witness.
Anyway, let's discuss this all
I'd
as a
make it
group
look like
one
both
more
of them were
time.
trying to kill.
We still have
You
time
want
to
it.
make our decision.
Eat it. You know you want it.
He's full.
Come on, Tom. It's gotta be a trooper if you want to eat my food. Don't worry, this is a lot of protein.
That's very true.
Fix me some food, Aragon.
You still have time to make our decision.
I mean, not Aragon. You were John Cena last night. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm John Cena. I watched this anime, by the way. That's a girl. Yeah, that's a girl. Sakura's a girl.
Our lives are all on the
Don't worry, I
line.
thought that in the beginning too.
So did I. I thought she was a guy.
Excellent.
Everyone thought
Then
she was a
shall
guy
we
at first.
resume our game of hide and seek?
Surgeries are making them more real and real.
There was also a person that looked like a girl. That was a guy.
Yep.
It's like a chocolate ice cream on top of a waffle cone.
Oh my god.
Chocolate ice cream on top of a waffle? Is that what I heard?
Hide and seek.
Then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? I have my suspicions.
This person, we're lagged behind, by the way. So, when we speak, it takes about 10 seconds for it to catch up for us.
The killer is a girl. Yes. the killer is a girl.
Wrong!
I know,
the killer
wrong.
is a guy, because remember, it starts in the guy's room.
I know, I know, I was just saying that to try and make it funnier. Nope, it's Genocide Jack.
Nah.
I got it!
Nope, it's a guy.
It's a girl.
Since
It's a girl. It's a guy. It's a he, she. It's a she-male.
Yes.
I like how you
Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in.
1 minute and 30.
Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own.
Stop saying it, 'cause it kind of like messes up with everything that's going on.
In other words, it had to have been a guy.
I like reading in dramatic voices. If I wanted to, I could make each and every one of these characters have like.
Not what he does.
I do, but I'm not that good at it. Especially
he's
the
not
girls'
that good
voice.
at it, but he still does it. Especially the
I'm not
girls'
being
voice.
that good at it since it's like being Russian. I don't know these characters enough. But like if I got to know these characters, I would be like.
But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Huh. What are some more clues we need to find?
He sounds like your average voice.
Yeah, that's why I was doing my average.
The fat guy to the left kinda
Isn't
sounds
there
stuffed,
a single
so he's
clue
like,
that might lead us to who did it?
No, that's wrong. Darn it.
He's like, so you guys want to go to the pool today? He sounds kind of like that.
Alright.
And then
Isn't there a single clue
the
that
girl-
might lead us to who did it? Well,
yeah,
clues
sort
are
of.
what?
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure
They
if someone
all-
saw
okay.
the killer.
Perhaps
It's
Someone
kind of a
saw the
clue.
victim at some.
Yeah.
One person murdered
All we
someone.
need right now is any kind of new info.
They need to figure out who murdered him.
Kyoko's voice is kind of like... I don't know how to explain her voice. It's kind of mysterious.
Isn't
Because she
there a
always sounds
single
like
clue that might lead us to
she's
who
solving
did
a
it?
mystery, kind of.
Well, clue did nobody get?
I'm sure if someone saw the
But the
Perhaps someone
objective
saw
is
the victim.
that
Yeah.
someone
it's
killed
over.
someone.
You want to know who saw the
They need to
killer?
figure out who it is. If they can't figure it out or get it wrong, everyone except for the killer dies.
Oh, so they keep dying. Each time they fail.
I believe
there's a
someone
killer
else did see the
who
victim
kills
before he
someone.
was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
And then that person, since they're dead, is knocked out. And the killer, if he's found out, is put into a death game. AKA for like, the first person that died through the class trial was this guy. And he got assaulted with a bunch of baseballs. You know, he died.
Now that you mention
So
it,
that's
yes,
solemn.
I did see him.
I don't know, the fact that
Really?
I mean, look how sweaty he is.
That guy doesn't know anything, I can tell you that one.
Yeah, I think I know who did it.
What if it was you?
Not you.
I'm the killer. Oh no.
Yes, Duffmore, you're the killer.
Oh no.
But I
knew it.
suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Dildo shot to his head.
Wait, shh. We can't say anything. It'll spoil it, remember?
Damn it.
Yes, Duffmore, I know.
Nobody heard anything we just said. Shh.
The
That's my
rest
bad.
of you had no idea, did you? That is
I
why
like-
you're
I
all
like
making
Celeste the
such
most.
ugly noises.
I like her
That's
accent. Her accent sounds cute.
I'm telling
In a
you, she
way.
has slinky hair. It makes Tangle look jealous.
Slinky hair.
People.
What she used to curl it with? That's gotta be a pretty big curling iron.
I was about to say, that would have to be a big killer.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night,
Throws it into the
right
dryer.
before nighttime. I saw Chihiro
Throws her hair into the
in the
dryer to
dormitory
turn it on.
warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track
Yeah,
jacket
okay,
into a
wait.
duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Oh, we're getting to
Track
the
jacket
we're
and
getting
duffel
close to
bag.
the end of the murder.
But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
Oh really?
Yep.
That's a guy.
It
Yeah, that's
seems
a guy.
likely
That's
that
a
the
guy.
culprit
That is a
destroyed
guy.
them to get rid of any
The one
evidence.
that was wearing the dress and the
He was a
that
guy.
is when he said
looks like a girl because he
that
was
struck
always
me as
insulted
rather
back
odd.
then, a while back when he was a kid and stuff about looking like
That's
a
a
girl.
guy right there, the one in the green. He dressed like a girl because everyone used. He
That's
dressed
a
like a
girl.
girl because everyone used to call him weak and stuff.
Scar across their face. Yeah, they don't look suspicious. They're going Super Saiyan. I mean, God damn.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Shut up!
Alright, that voice, that was really fun.
Okay, Dusty, get back with your voices. I like yours better.
Who's mine or the actual
Yours.
characters? I'm not reading it during class trial. After the class trial is over and we walk around, I'll read them.
But
because
why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited
Did
him
you
to
happen to view
exercise with
my
us plenty
video
of
8
times,
times
and
last
he
night?
always
Because
declined.
I had 8 views on my video, so either 8 people
No,
liked
just
it.
more. I didn't view your video 8 times.
Huh.
Probably because he was afraid
Well,
you'd
then I
find out
guess
the
I got 8
secret he was
views.
hiding, right?
Maybe because you joined.
Michelle, she, or whatever.
Which means
No,
that
that's more.
conversely,
No, it's not because
he
I
must have
joined.
trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
She's a Super Saiyan, it's confirmed. This game is
Enough
Super Saiyan.
so that he was willing
Look at
to
the name.
risk his secret being
Hold on,
revealed.
I'll mute my mic for a second to tell him.
Okay.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
It should
Are you
become
sure
obvious.
about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based
All
on
right,
2
I'm back. I'm
pieces
done
of
explaining
evidence
it to
that we
him.
don't have?
Okay.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints
Okay,
or
have
something?
Bring that jug of milk in here for me.
Even
Yes,
if
I'm
we
gonna
had
drink
the
the entire
equipment for
jug
that,
for your
we wouldn't
information.
know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone.
Well,
There's
we're
nothing
getting
to
close
get
to the end, I can
fingerprints
tell you
from.
that. He's about to make the mistake.
Evidence is
Whoever
already
mur-
gone.
Maybe, but we can make certain
Whoever murdered
inferences
it,
if we just
whoever
take the
murdered
time to
him
talk it
is
out.
gonna make a mistake.
Huh.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay, that rolls out the bag.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Maybe the person holding it was special,
Well,
so
if
it
I
made it a
remember
special
right,
bag.
there was a decent variety of tracksuits
Who
to
knows?
choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Oh, not this game again. No. Celeste's account. I don't know if that's gonna play into this. It might.
Don't lose all
First
your
of all,
hearts.
we know where Chihiro was
I have
headed.
3. If I do,
He
it'll
was
just
on his
start me
way
up
to go
from here.
exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He
Yeah,
picked
what
that
do you mean?
tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what
Really?
you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as
Oh.
him?
Yeah, Chihiros,
Oh.
genius.
Oh.
No, that's wrong.
Oh. I've got you.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
Right there!
I had my suspicions. Now my suspicions are even bigger.
He was looking way too suspicious this trial. I had to pin him.
And then I assume he headed off to exercise. Oh yeah, that's Celeste. I forgot.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Oh.
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a
there's
matter
a
of
VR?
fact, it was
Huh?
blue.
And before we began the trial,
gameplay demo.
Did you tell anyone that?
What I'm talking about. It says demo, but the Danganronpa V3 demo, it has the main character from the first and second one. Actually, 2 main characters from the first one and 1 from the second.
I wonder if they
But
I wonder if they made a continuation after the anime.
They might have.
The only one I told about
I wouldn't know about that, but you would.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit
I
was?
watched the anime.
Well, because I just...
It ended, but I
I'm sure
couldn't
he saw
find
the
any
clothes
other
at some
seasons.
point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry?
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me,
That's how you
and he
win a
was
game of
carrying the
Siege.
tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
a guy went in there and he was like crouching around, and all the enemy team members came over and like crouched with him.
And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
That's how you win a game of Siege.
Yeah.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with?
Ah, now I understand.
Oh, they
It was
got
all
him!
one big bluff,
Mondo,
wasn't it?
you dug your own grave!
Yep, but they handed him the shovel just like Byakuya said.
Ooh, that's gotta suck.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of
They
the
played
tongue
him.
from the culprit.
You just got played, Mondo.
That's why
slap
you
you,
said
Thomas.
you knew who did it.
You
to
know
put them
what.
on edge.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
guess
right.
what happened.
However,
Me and
Mondo
him were
was my
walking down
target
the
all
street
along.
But why?
earlier.
What made
And
you
this
so
is
suspicious?
why it took me longer than expected to do a bunch of stuff and get on and stuff. Me and him were walking down the street, and there's this guy standing in his yard, and we, being the nice and kind children of heaven we are, we decided to say hi, and he decided to be the demon and pull a freaking gun on us.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a gun pulled on us earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Put your finger in.
And that's because of someone's sarcastic tone. Now.
Well, I told you not to talk to anyone.
Yeah, but you saw him get angry. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?" And you're like, "Oh, we're Pop-Tarts."
What, would you rather me just say Jon Stewart, Thomas Coleman?
No, it's John
Fair
Cena.
enough. But
Yes,
as soon as he
yes,
said
that's
that,
more. I'm
he was
John
like,
Cena.
I love fucking Pop-Tarts.
My
I
John.
want a roast.
Say it right. I'm John Cena.
And his name is John Cena.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna walk instead because I'm a dumbass.
No, I'm just too lazy to run. You gotta learn this. Someone can pull a gun at me and I'll still walk. Would you like one?
Because I hate him.
Well, because I thought he actually had a gun. Yeah, but the cops say it wasn't me.
It was a cell phone, but it was not there.
Whoops.
Oh god. Alright, get ready.
Frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill
What are you
Chihiro?
doing?
What do you mean?
Bring this over here in case you want stuff.
No, not you though.
I didn't kill
Stop there
anyone!
and look down.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my
Oh
mouth.
god.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
I'm just opening up the bag case.
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Stop, Thomas! Don't pop the bag.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Kifumi, weren't you telling me you found some
He
evidence?
was trying to pop open a bag of
Really?
a bag of chips, and he was pressing on it, and it bursted the bottom, and it went all over him.
Thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez,
Hey, at least it's not on the
just
floor.
get up and walk away? It's fine,
No, some of
man.
it did go on the
Just tell
floor.
us.
If you really insist, then,
Eat it.
here it is.
What do you have there?
Just like
It
your life?
happens to be an e-handbook.
Oh.
I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
He got you.
I love how you went into silence after that.
The e-handbook is mine. Why'd I pick Mondo's?
I love how you're just sitting there. I was like, it's all crumbs, and I just say like your life, and you
We know
just sit there in
Chihiro's handbook
silence,
was missing
like
from the scene of the
rethinking
crime,
everything.
right?
Like, what should I say now?
For a fact.
It must belong to.
For a fact,
Mondo,
indeed.
doesn't it?
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd.
Wait for it.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
They're not.
You're right. They're not.
Hey, how do you get a
Totally
shot like
waterproof
that?
and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
We're watching siege clips, and this
yet,
dude had the
this
deagle
one
and
does appear
in
to be
like the
broken,
back of the spawn
as
for
is
the
Leon's,
attacker.
sitting useless in the main hall. For all your
In the back of the
confidence,
spawn with the
that is a
attackers.
remarkably high
he took
failure
the
rate.
deagle, aimed it out a window.
Do you think there might be some
didn't
kind of
aim
mystery in there
like you
somewhere?
should. He just put the crosshairs at the window and
How
shot, got a perfect
precisely
headshot with the
did the
deagle.
handbooks get broken?
How? By hacking it.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has
They're
one weak
accidental
point,
wins.
didn't you?
You remember that? Sure,
It's actually
maybe I
happened
let
to me
that slip,
before.
but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession,
Siege
then
has that type of logic.
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness.
Like, you know the reinforced walls?
You know what the
You can
weakness
knife
is,
someone through
right,
those.
Monokuma?
Like, put
So,
a mirror up
what is it?
and start knifing at the mirror,
You're
and you
asking
can knife
me?
someone.
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would
So,
be
just
very
for
not
how
good.
many views did you
Just
get on your
tell
last
us
video?
already.
8.
Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Why is that?
Oh well.
I don't know.
I have a weakness for pushing
I think it's
demands.
because you joined.
But
You made
you're
it funnier.
sure you won't follow their example?
Well,
Then
how does
allow
you
me to
join and
make
make
a
something
special
funny?
announcement.
I don't know.
The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is when it's
That's how
exposed
you're
to high
supposed to get
temperatures for
killed.
too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break. I flippin' knew it.
You knew it?
Yeah, because I
My
found the
money where
handbook
my
laying
gun
on the
is.
floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over
In this game,
200
if you don't
degrees.
put your money
Strange how
where
you
the
don't
gun
get
is,
burnt.
you're never gonna win.
It's because
Put your
as your
money where the
sweat
gun is.
evaporates, it creates
Yeah.
a cooling
Put your
layer
money
of
where your
air
mouth is.
around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown
You do not just get a
away.
headshot with
That's
a
why you may
deagle like
feel a
that.
burning when you
Again?
move around. So
Yeah,
when
someone
you're in a
just-
sauna,
someone sitting
make
on the
sure
map
to keep
plane,
nice and
turns around, shoots at a wall, gets a headshot.
Interesting.
Huh.
I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere
Hey,
trifling
do you still live
speck
with
of
your
knowledge.
parents, Aragon?
Anyway, if you found the victim's
Nah.
handbook in the sauna,
No, you moved out?
then the killer must
Practically.
have been purposely trying to raise its
Oh,
temperature
you're
in order
lucky.
to
I
break
still
it.
live with mine.
Wait, how old are you?
Meaning the
I'm only
culprit
18.
somehow knew its
But
weakness.
still.
I'm
But
16.
how'd they find out?
You're 16
Monokuma
and
said
you're
he
already
didn't
moved
tell
out?
anyone, right?
Yeah.
Don't you have to be 18?
Quite the mystery.
What if they
I can get
found
an
out by
apartment.
accident?
Huh.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own
Goodbye,
handbook into the
my
sauna,
lover.
not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Ugh. Need to charge my controller.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
What?
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like
I would
that?
hate myself.
I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I would hate myself if something like that happened.
I might know someone who did.
Myself if I get a kill like that.
Whoa! Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna
Killed
was...
you with the bomb, impulse bomb.
Oh my god, that was so cheated. So, Dustmore, you've played Overwatch before, right?
No, I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was such a good sniping spot.
Okay.
Oh.
So, I was playing as Symmetra, the one
Here's
that
my
can go
answer.
invisible. And a person on
Mondo,
the enemy team
your
was playing
handbook
as
got broken in the
Tracer.
sauna, didn't it?
Now, there's this operator, this force operator.
Why
I
do you
don't know
keep
the name.
accusing him?
And
Mondo and Taka had an
It
endurance
was
contest in the sauna
sitting
not
there
too
in the
long
doorway.
ago. Remember?
and Tracer ran up and was going to put its bomb on it.
And for the contest, Mondo
And
just so happened to
Right
keep
as she
his
was
school
going to put her
uniform
bomb
on.
on it, since I'm Symmetra,
But
I
little
go
did he
invisible.
realize he'd
And
also
I
left his
ran
handbook
right
in one of
past
his
the
uniform
second
pockets.
it happened, took the bomb to my face,
And when it
and
was all
running.
over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into
Really?
the sauna could easily destroy it.
And was running. Literally, the second she threw it, it stuck to me and I died.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this.
I love this.
Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I don't want to believe it either, but
I'll
I
have to do
found
that.
something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. What's that something? I don't
Yes,
even
we need to figure out what is that something.
I don't think. Oh wait, it's either the broken handbook. I think it might be
Let's
that.
test
I have
Makoto's
to say
assertion.
it's the fact that he
If
knew
what he
it was
says
the
is
sweatshirt.
correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
No.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook
I've done
is
that.
actually
I've had
broken,
that
that
happen.
proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No,
No,
that's wrong.
That's such a great game. Look at this.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Whoa, my goddamn handbook worked just fine.
Yeah, is it really yours?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
What's my favorite gum?
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't
Did I say you can press my
enough to
spacebar?
destroy it.
Did I?
No.
So then, the broken handbook
No,
in
we're
the
not.
main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has
Actually,
right now
we're not.
is actually Leon's.
Technically,
Yes?
we are 1.4.5.
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
But I used to set up in places and just
Well,
let the enemy come
here's
to me
how
if
I
I'm
look
missing,
at
like,
it.
the last objective. we
There
have.
is a
You
rule
have the
about
entire
loaning your
thing back.
handbook to
I would
another
hold down that
student.
trigger with
But if
200
they're
rounds.
dead, they're not a student.
Fault.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit.
Yeah, if they're
but
dead,
no
they're not a
worries.
student.
If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I
No, the
decree that
teddy bear
exchanging
is the
handbooks
principal.
with a corpse
Guess
is
what?
not a violation of the
There's
rules.
another teddy bear
Well, Mondo,
too. In the second
if I'm
one.
wrong about this,
You said
you're
he was
welcome to
dead.
say so.
In the second
I'm
one,
happy
there's
to
two
admit
teddy
I made
bears,
a
a
mistake.
pink
No, I said
and a...
Chihiro's dead.
Son of a bitch.
What's wrong, bro? Come on! Tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
No, I
Okay,
didn't.
then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
This again.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
And we'll all see that I am right. There's no doubt about it.
No more saying stuff like that. Or else I'll dump that water you're drinking onto you.
No, not the water.
Uh-huh.
No, anything but the water. Let's see.
Really? Did you chug it just so you could do that? Oh, you have 20 minutes to do this.
Oh wait, really?
Oh, I know. This was in what's the game called? Right, Mr. Right.
Ah.
Or Phoenix Wright, that's what it's called. I love Phoenix Wright. You have moments like these where you have to find click on all the clues. Phoenix Wright is stupid. Because like your girlfriend died and you had to solve a murder case. And then it turns out that her sister was a well, they were both mediums, and so her sister like suddenly resurrects into her sister out of random to help you out with the cases.
Oh god.
The killer took something from the other locker room and switched it to the at the same time.
Oh,
that would have been...
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not going to change my terminology or basic biology for you humans.
Oh, that's the rug.
Huh?
Now I'm kind of watching it ear time, or like the lag time, so I'm like guessing things as it goes through.
What'd you say about the rug? To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet as well as something else. That would have been the poster, which...
Oh, you guys are not...
See, this is what confuses me. There's 3 different things of the poster, but I don't know which one goes where, so it's basically a kind of trial and error thing.
Ah.
See, what did he use to disguise what happened? What did he use to disguise what happened? Bloodlust, I think. I'm just gonna put down a picture of a poster over there. Splattered onto something, that would be... Weapon...
Blah, blah, blah. You're actually doing pretty well with this.
What do you mean? I'm getting them right?
Yeah.
Which locker room did Chihiro go into? Where's that picture? Something everyone Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse with a duffel bag and what is it? Oh, yeah.
Is that the last one?
No, there's still this one, I think. No, and another one. To disguise the truth, the killer switched around the carpet and something else.
I had one of those moments. I like doing this. He's gonna hit the tie wire. His whole jet's gonna stop. Oh no, he's just gonna fly the jet into it.
The
Let's see
killer
if I got
is
it right.
you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Correct.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
I hate people that do that, use the rockets to kill.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Games of all time. It's probably my favorite.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Yeah, you had the kind of meterage and the win correctly.
And that's where the blood poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
This is a... Oh, I hate that. Like,
it was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
No, I got one wrong.
You did?
Yeah. I know what I have to... The one where you see the second poster mark. I switched them.
The EOD bot. You have a whole squad of EOD bots.
The killer is
now it should be right. Yep, there we go.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act.
No.
First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
You need to get that going.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
It's not downloaded. I'm telling you, I need a terabyte.
A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
You need to download Black Ops 3.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Not on this, never mind.
Yeah, I meant on this.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Copyright.
No, no copyright.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Okay, it's
So,
going good so
after
far.
stumbling on the crime scene,
Perfect.
he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
Oh my. It was around her neck too?
Yeah. You didn't notice that?
No, I didn't.
Then, using the
I didn't
victim's
think so
own
because
blood,
her...
the arms,
he left
the
a
neck.
grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Oh, so he was trying to frame the one girl.
And around the same time
Yeah.
that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the
about
sauna.
Battlefield 4? The suicide guys
There,
that jump down,
they plan to
drop
destroy
a
the
C4
last
on top
piece of
me,
evidence.
blow it up, jump inside,
Chihiro's handbook.
frickin' jump onto something else, jump off again, suicide other people.
Aw, man, I got the very last one wrong.
Oh, it's terrible.
It was pre-patch ATVs, and what you could do is...
Oh, I don't... Oh, it must be this.
You count as a suicide. What you would do is you drive an ATV at full speed at someone, and as you're about
The
to
killer
hit them, you
is
jump out,
you!
and the ATV's still moving, so it just runs them over.
And around the
It's
same
so
time
funny.
that Byakuya was putting together this facade,
What's the
Oh,
last one?
man.
the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Chihiros. I'm glad I don't have to do her voice, or his voice
And
anymore.
just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the
No, never mind,
sauna
it's too
had
late.
already wrecked their own handbook.
I did this all the time. Pink snap.
And that's how it all played out.
Yes, that's how it all played out. And the killer is...
Oh, he's using that HE.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Savage still.
Sonic had already moved to their own handbook.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence?
You can hear yourself in the video, right?
Where's your evidence?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, good.
I made sure of that in the beginning.
You need proof! Without any
I
proof,
picked this up
you
about to
can't
drink
pin
it,
any
'cause
of
I'm
this
smart.
on him!
No, this can't be right. But it is, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we already revealed it. I don't know what he... Nah, I don't need that. Oh, not this. I hate this.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False!
Oh.
I refuse to vote!
Go, Dustmore, go!
Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you!
No, I'm missing. Okay.
False! Show me some evidence!
See, when it goes negative, that's when I
I
normally
won't listen!
lose.
False! You're corrupt!
See? Now watch, this is what I was
lost?
talking... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. You'll see it on your video.
Oh God.
What, you see what I'm talking about?
So,
yeah.
Is this really the end for all of us?
Wanna get? What do you say? Wanna give it another shot? Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
It normally takes me once or twice to do it, but
yeah, that's what happens. If they don't get the killer right, everyone dies.
You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
So where do you restart?
Show me some evidence.
Right where I left off.
You restart right here. Perfect.
I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote.
No, it went negative.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
Come on, you got this. No.
I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False.
No, you're so close.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Yes. He has one more heart. Come on. Come on, Dust. You got this. You're really close. Come on. One more.
Thinking so far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
That was
Yeah.
smooth as hell.
Battlefield logic right there.
I killed him.
Ah, copyright.
Wait, you can hear it?
Yeah, I heard that. Sorry, YouTube, don't copyright me for that.
Watch his death game. Wait, will it show him dying?
Yeah, I think it will.
I got no choice, man.
Okay.
After hearing all that, I gotta just...
I can't say that yet.
Give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold
He's a
on!
Nazi.
No waiting. No holding
That
on.
guy.
Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Why?
Grab
He's
your
got the
lever
Nazi,
and
like,
give it a yank.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who will you elect as the blackened this time
He's a
around?
Nazi. That's why he's being convicted.
Will
right
you
now.
make the right choice
Oh my
or the
God.
dreadfully
that's
wrong
why He's
one?
being convicted. He's a
What's it gonna
Nazi.
be? What's
He's not
it
the killer,
gonna
right?
He's a
be?
Nazi.
Yep, what's it gonna be?
Some way, shape, or form. I just came up with that conclusion. I've solved the case. Fucking Nazi.
I hate this.
I do too. It makes me so mad. What sniper rifle is using?
What?
That's the SSR 61.
Uh-oh. This... Oh, wait, no. I still have it on auto. Mondo Owada.
Oh man, laser
Watch his death. If it shows his death.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Oh. Well, he did.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's too many whys for me.
Why are you apologizing?
Yep. Why? Why did you do it? Well, I'm pretty sure we'll find out. Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so on his behalf.
Actually,
the story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men.
It's been Thanksgiving that they stuffed the food in.
Yes!
Oh,
I feel like they just put that.
but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki.
Wait a second.
He had.
You can fast forward this if you need be.
Huh?
Anyways, there was once a young
He had.
Oh, I can sum this up for. Oh no, there's really no way to sum this up.
Yeah. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength, which we saw throughout the game. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember. So, and he couldn't overcome his weakness.
That is the hardest game in gaming history.
On the contrary, he tried to hide and bury himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Now nobody will... I mean, I still have to do his voice, darn it. Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. Hang on. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. I'm weak.
Weak.
Oh, good.
Weak.
It did that for me. I was about ready to be like, nope. Once the killing game had begun here, at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced,
and here we go,
the revealing truth of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even
I feel bad for the blue-haired girl. They offed her right in the beginning.
I know. She was my girl. But now I got a new waifu.
Yup, you have a new waifu now.
And her name is Kyoko.
You chose Kyoko? Why?
I don't know, cause I can't spoil anything. I'll tell you after.
Oh, that's the... Oh my god.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair, and yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And that person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella... What the heck? What happened? Oh. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his horror would make him keep the secret. ...
Uh-huh.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went... Wait, why? That's... Oh, okay. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration, and he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? What you mean? That's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls'
Indeed.
locker room? Yes. I mean, yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing
You're
someone.
wrong!
It's impossible.
Noah, don't yell.
Oh my god.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times... Oh. How many times must I repeat myself? Who has that go on?
Noah.
Noah, turn your echo off. To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Every attachment.
Well,
I was close to max level.
While we're on the subject, why don't I tell you?
It feels like someone's
that embarrassing memory,
right now.
that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Laying my legs down or
You
something.
know what Mondo did?
No, like
he killed his own brother.
Yeah.
You asshole! I'm gonna kill you. No, I can't.
Can you?
No. You know, fine. It's okay. It's okay. Stay there. No. I have an idea.
No.
Why not?
He killed his own brother. Oh no.
That's what I was gonna do.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
Stop looking through my stuff. Stop.
Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for
I'd
him.
hope you like to know in one of those books you can see a bikini shot.
Whoa!
Stop! Thomas!
Thomas the train, stop!
Thomas! This is the freaking death game part.
It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Oh no, this isn't this part yet.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up.
This is why.
He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother. Measure up to his big brother. Stop!
Don't be impressed. Don't be impressed at all.
So he...
I also changed to this.
Imitated him in everything he did.
Like right in the middle of like when they went over to that guy's house, I like changed everything.
Mondo
answer my phone.
Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country.
Having a little fun there, aren't ya?
Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo.
Hold on a second. I need to find my screens.
In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but when Mondo
started
to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can anyone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Just one time, no matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me!
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic.
That is the most retarded commercial for coffee ever. But it's so American too, like. Yeah.
But suddenly.
Oh my god. No, I have the mic on.
Laying in his kid's brother's arms, The older brother delivered his final words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone.
Holy shit.
He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner
There's 6, right?
No, there's 5.
of the kid who'd bested his big brother.
Wait, so that's a category 4.
Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm
strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets.
It's
at that point,
for the death game.
At that point, it was clear. I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Almost.
So now you want to... Those are good, don't worry.
Mondo killed his own older brother.
I love the purple.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out.
Give me the jar.
If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death. All the guilt I had been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why... Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden? Huh? 'Cause I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak
His
anymore.
secret was that he was a girl. The other, the dude with the long hair, his secret was that he killed his brother.
You're so strong. I mean, you're so strong. It can't hurt you, right?
He's a guy.
Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What? What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So
The guy with the hair?
Jealous of him.
He killed his brother.
And that jealousy broke me.
What? What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me that? Tell me all that. Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong.
Yeah.
Strong. Stronger than
you son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hang on.
Where you go?
I'm still here. I just don't want I just don't want anyone to hear me doing my video.
I don't know what I'm doing, so.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness that lived in a heart like his and it turned him cold-blooded. Look at him.
I'm back.
Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you... Aragon, you want to take that part?
Hold on, I'm not there yet. Remember, I lagged behind.
No. Go ahead, say that again, I dare you.
This chat, oh my god, watch it.
Yep.
Look at the chat.
Okay. I'll say it as many times as I want.
Dumb.
What?
This SpongeBob chat log thing.
Oh.
That my friend just showed me.
Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now because
It said I'm drunk and I
the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now, well now, well now,
Duh.
well now.
That's what
Hey,
I
the
promised
punishment's
you,
coming up.
right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
From Mondo Uwata, the ultimate biker king. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
It's punishment time.
Sorry, man.
Oh, yeah, finally!
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
No, here we go. After we see his death, I will be right back to finish, do a little bit extra, like I said we would, and then maybe we can try and get back on, the game we tried last night after this.
After his death scene, I'm gonna be done for the night.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the cage of death. Oh, wait. It is called that.
What's going on?
You'll see it.
That would be fun. Ha, he's sitting there hula hooping. Whoa. Bright light. Bright light. Where'd he go? Ha, Mondo butter. 2 times the fat.
Doom, 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 doom.
Dun dun dun. Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace.
No,
Can't be.
everyone.
My brother. Another murder, and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh my. Whoa, calm down, dude. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again, but he of course had to. What a disappointment. Even in the end of the game, Byakuya.
What is this?
Byakuya, you're completely insane. You know that? A game, one of our friends is
Town Hall
dead.
5.
Do you realize that?
Naturally.
I have.
Of course I do.
1,000
because
trophies.
this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that.
However,
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule? So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew the culprit was from... who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought I would liven things up. You did that? You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene.
But...
Man, if we hadn't figured that out who'd really done it, we would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached, of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Man. Once I do decide to become the Blackened, I know who I'll have to watch out for.
Correct.
So, that was your reason? Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes. We're done listening to your story. Moving on. And that's all for today's episode. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button to get notified whenever I upload.
All your fuzzy friends.
Whenever I upload my other videos, and I will see you all in the next video along with my other friend.
Maka. Yeah, I should be here. If I don't die.
Oh no. I'm sure he won't die, guys.
I might not survive the next class trial.
Everyone leave a like if you want him to survive the next class trial.
That's gonna murder me. How dare you, Desmond?
Everybody, you better like. I don't want him to die.
That's gonna murder me. How dare you?
No, it won't. No, it won't. I believe in everybody that watches the video.
I believe in them too, don't worry.
Well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
What? Oh, okay.